And I can give you.
This is Craig Campbell for CoachellaValley.com, and I am here at Benjamin Franklin Elementary School in La Quinta, and we're going to have a special treat today and be able to do a tour as if it's what the kids will be experiencing. Coming March 15th, this school will be open K through K-5. We got all the media here, and we've been invited to go through this tour. And I hope you guys stay tuned because this is going to be very interesting. We'll be looking at the protocols and all of what they've had to do and prepare for the return of the kids here at Benjamin Franklin Elementary School. Once again, we're here in La Quinta. Give me your comments and I'll follow up. You know how school is, you know, it's like this is what it'd be like as kids. We'd just be waiting here, waiting for the teachers to just show us through. We're very excited, and this is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You want to talk?
Yeah, definitely.
Hey Sean, how's it going?
Good.
I got Sean Webb of the Desert Sands Unified School District Educational Foundation, and here, let me just zoom into that tag because that's a lot of things going on.
Yeah, that's one of the longest titles in the district.
Hey, tell people what we're doing here because we just kind of popped in the middle of the afternoon. We're invited to this really incredible, I think, experience and event. I'm very privileged to be here. And tell us a little bit more about what we're about to see.
Yeah, so Mary Perry and the communications team here at Desert Sands orchestrated, and we've got this one-time opportunity for all media in the desert that's coming over here to take a tour of one of our elementary schools. This is Benjamin Franklin Elementary, located in La Quinta Cove, and it's an IB school. But we're going to
How many students here? I'm just curious.
How many students do we have here?
I have 570.
570 students. So please introduce yourself.
400 will be coming back for hybrid.
Please introduce yourself. You're speaking with Coachella Valley people across Facebook and other channels. What's going on?
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Kirsten Knapp, principal at Benjamin Franklin Elementary. Welcome.
And what are we going to do today? Tell us a little bit about what's going to happen here in just a second.
We are going to go and do a tour of the school and see all of the safety precautions we have in place to bring our students safely. And as we go on our tour, we're going to pretend we're first and second graders and follow the path they would take in entering school.
So how many times have you taken this tour? Have you practiced?
Hundreds.
Are you ready?
Everything's
in place.
It's clear to me, but is it clear to you? If it's clear to you, then I know I'm sending the message out okay.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
Here we go.
Well, here we are. So we're going on. I'm going to let you have it.
All right, so welcome. This is the Sloth Gate. I have 3 gates that are allocated. All of my 1st through 5th graders would enter off of Eisenhower and be dropped off. So there's a Bear Gate for upper grades, the Sloth Gates for 1st and 2nd, and then Timber will be dropped over there at the Monkey Gate. So depending on your gate, that's how we walk in school. Come on and join me.
So I'm going to kind of stay up with you and try not to interfere too much, but just so I get the mic and everybody can hear you.
Yeah, so
Okay,
as the students enter, we'll have a cart here at every single gate, and on the cart, students will be able to pick up their free breakfast, and then there will be an additional cart with additional PPE if a student doesn't have their mask, and to use hand sanitizer. And then there's directional arrows for students to follow.
So here we are.
As a 1st and 2nd grader, we go all the way down.
I'm already excited as a 1st and 2nd grader right here. So this is what it's going to feel like. 570 students are going to be here on Monday.
On Monday we'll have about 190.
Okay,
so
sorry.
We'll split the hybrid group up.
I gotcha. So I'm learning right with you guys, and live here at Benjamin Franklin Elementary School in La Quinta with the principal.
And then on the first day, we have so many support staff that will be here in the hallways to help guide students from the gate to their classroom or to their breakfast area. The district's been very generous. They gave us all brand new lunch tables, so we were able to pull the old lunch tables and disperse them around campus for grade level specific learning areas and breakfast areas. So we'll take you over to one of those.
So you had to do quite a bit of prep for like lunch and those types of things. buses, right? Getting the kids on the buses. Anywhere there's interaction, I guess, within the school classrooms themselves.
Correct. It's been a logistical frenzy
Experience.
putting all of this together. Yeah, so we have to think of every student from our walkers. We only have one bus with minimal students. Our students who are getting dropped off. So we have systems for everything in place, how to go from the gate to the breakfast area to the classroom to recess to lunch, and I'll explain our dismissal system at the end as well. So here's an example. As a first grader, this is where I would go. All the tables are marked to prevent commingling of
So she's just showing me the picnic area, and all these tables are marked. You could actually see the marks on there. It's just a proper distancing.
See the blue marks.
Yep. So the tape's right there. And you can actually see that the tables themselves are quite distant. Sometimes the video doesn't really show, but these are, I'm going to say, well, pretty good distance apart.
6 foot, so I can get the lane between them.
So this is Sean Webb, and he's the Desert Sands Unified School District Educational Foundation, and inviting me and taking your own little video right there.
Taking video as the other part of my title is Director of Community Engagement. I love having all you guys here to see the campus.
That's great.
Thank you for being here.
Guess we should join the tour.
You notice this is the first grade area, and then that's another grade area.
Okay, so this is the first grade area. There's the one right here, and
Third grade table area over there.
and then you can see a number 3 way over there. I want to go back to school.
Isn't this beautiful?
Yes, this is fantastic. This is neat.
So when the kids come out to recess, we will have 3 different areas. We have 3 different playgrounds. So this will be one of the areas in the afternoon, and it will be highly structured. So they'll have cones showing areas 1, 2, and 3 with an individual leading the structured play. So we could have one, and this is to prevent the classes from commingling. So one class would be designated in one area with a facilitator directing some fun activities, another one, and then one of them will be using the sensory walkway for their recess. And then each day it rotates throughout the day.
This looks fairly new.
I had this done last year.
Okay,
Keith Bloom did it.
okay.
Just gorgeous. I wish you guys could just come on over here, because just the brightness of these colors really makes me just want to get out on this playground and play again. I mean, you have to be just so excited. I mean, really, I'm in anticipation.
Yeah. I am thrilled. I can't wait to have these students back. You know, we've been watching them on Zoom, and I just can't wait to physically see their faces.
Wow, it's
really
just going to be incredible. I'm getting just tinglies, just thinking about everybody coming back and reconnecting, and anyway, best to come.
Yeah, we're so excited.
So tell us more.
So let's go down this way. I can take you into a classroom if you'd like.
Mm-hmm. That'd be great.
Great. So prior to the teachers coming today, we've gone through every single classroom and set up the PPE on all of the desk shields. We've ensured that each student has their own supplies, materials, the means to store them, like their own seat sack and pencil boxes. And then we've already spaced out all of the desks, so we have 6 foot in every direction from each of the chairs. So a lot of work has gone in so the teachers can just come in and start planning today.
So what do you got in your hand there? Kind of curious.
Okay, so these are the maps that we're sending out. So we have aerial view maps for parents, so they know what area, gate to enter to drop off their students.
Very
so in
awesome.
Eisenhower, upper grades, and then kinder would be in the front of.
And can they find this digitally somehow?
Yes, we're sending this out. It's going to be on our website, and then we have individual maps for every single grade level, so that when they get dropped off, we know especially our K-1 students are going to be nervous, and we can't have parents on campus. So letting them know to practice when they go in the gate, where do they have breakfast, and where is their classroom.
Fantastic. Great resources. Thank you.
Hi, how's it going? We're going to double up here if that's all right. Nice to meet you. I'm
Nice
Jake.
to meet you, Jake. Here's
So
my
you might
card.
want to try and give them a little bit of background on this.
Okay.
About the number of students.
Yeah,
So media's just joining us, and we're just going to recap real quick for you guys. So we're just moving forward. Taking a tour here of Benjamin Franklin Elementary in La Quinta, California.
Pull that down.
Hope you guys are enjoying it. Any questions you might have, just put them in the
You gotta
comments.
type out. Extra
Our
weight
guest,
on
you may
you.
be chiming in, so
Okay.
you may want to
Fantastic.
look out for that.
All right, I appreciate that.
We also have another member of our communications team who's here, Jan Diaz.
Hey, Jan, how are
She's in
you?
charge of our website and all of our social media.
I'll put you right back in the shot.
This is Kurt Campbell with CoachellaValley.com.
Yes, I know. We were out on the field
Yeah.
just the other day together, taking some shots. A little cross country. So we're just getting prepared for an interview. Just getting wired up, and very important to get the word out across all the media. In fact, I'm going to go in there. I might even step in that classroom. So here we go.
While they're doing that, do you want any background, or do you want to get in there?
Let me get in here and get this as well.
Okay.
So here we go.
So this is a second grade classroom, Mr. Dudzik.
Mr. Dusick?
Mr. Dudzik.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very good. And what's he teach? Second
He's
grade?
a second grade
Oh,
teacher.
gotcha.
And
So
fun
it's-
fact, his wife is Mrs. Dudzik, and she's a third grade teacher.
That's awesome. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So also one of the procedures we'll have is every teacher has their own rack, so they will be distanced and labeled for each cohort and student, so they can hang their backpack and.
So these are for backpack hanging, and they'll be labeled a certain distance apart, so that each kid that comes in will know exactly where to put them and know the distance. And it won't take them very long to just know it like that.
Correct.
So,
So some of the other samples.
yeah, let's go look. Go ahead.
Oh, Jeff, you're a trooper.
So, tell me what we got
So
here.
in every classroom, we have the desk shields, and every student has their own assigned seat sack. So students will not be storing things in the desks. At the end of the day, or the end of the cohort, the students can switch the chairs so that the new cohort coming in on Thursday has their own seat sack. Look at all the supplies. So pencil boxes will be coming in. And all of the seats are 6 feet apart. We have the teacher desk shield. We have, and then every classroom has been outfitted with a touch interactive LFD. So when one cohort is here, the others are at home, and they get to zoom in and see and join in the morning, the first hour of the morning, to take attendance, do the morning greeting, and get their work for the day.
It's fantastic. So a lot of separation. I see the plexiglass here, and like you said, there's no storing of supplies, and all the supplies I see along the table over here. And so, will each child then come and get their supplies individually, one at a
No,
time?
let's go
or?
ahead and go down
Okay.
to another room because Jeff didn't know we were coming. I had another teacher on deck.
You got a teacher on there?
Poor Jeff.
Hey, we're live and just sharing a nice tour on elementary campus and what it's going to be like for the returning kids at this school.
So here's another outdoor area. That's for second grade.
So we've seen first grade, we've seen third grade, and then this is for second grade. And this would be for lunch or
Actually, they'll have breakfast here.
breakfast.
And then because their grade level is assigned, they can be outdoor learning spaces as well. So if the teacher wants to take the class outside, they can reserve it for a certain period of time. They just need to wipe it down when they're done. Who doesn't want to learn outside in this beautiful weather?
Oh my gosh, I tell you. Weather out here, a little bit of windy storms, but for the most part, just spectacular. Hey, don't forget, you got to move and spring your clocks forward on Sunday.
That's right. And then over there is our 5th grade area.
So you can see these individual areas
Come on in
here.
here to 4th grade.
So we're going to check out another classroom.
Okay, come on in.
Okay, I'm just going to walk in front.
Go ahead.
Okay. So here we are once again.
This
Go ahead.
is a 4th grade classroom, and just an example of some of the things we're giving the students. Every student will get a bag with 5 charger masks. And she's laid out at the supplies. You can see they have their seat sack that will be assigned to them, the LFD for instruction.
So you can see the
And
pattern.
what's in that bag now, that you were saying?
Every student gets 5 masks, the cloth masks that for our Franklin chargers.
And if you're a LA Charger fan, these are perfect.
Exactly.
Now, are they washable?
Yes,
And
they are
reusable?
washable.
There you go.
They can
So they're
reuse them.
washable. So you got 5, 1 for each day, and wash them over the weekend maybe.
This is a 4th grade, Mrs. Withrow.
So you can just see the plexiglass, and you can see the separation between students here, and you can see the
share a
supplies.
little bit about these?
Yeah, these are the seat sacks, so every student will be given their own, so they don't have to put items in the desk. So they can put their consumables, their writing notebook. What some teachers are doing, they're putting a second chair, and then they're just switching the chairs. Cohort A assigned, cohort B
And then,
assigned.
are these wipeable then? You know, they look like a material that
Yes.
might be easily wiped and...
Yes, they are. Another system that all of the classes were up with across the district is this Red Cat system. So that's a voice amplification system.
And so what
then-
is this, what does this do, this voice
So
amplification
the
system?
teacher will have a mic on, and it amplifies her voice throughout the
I
classroom.
see, I got you.
In addition,
Or his,
correct?
or his, yeah.
She, they. And then we also have over here behind is the air purification system.
Oh,
So
right
those
here.
Get turned on. There's
Excuse me.
three levels. It's a HEPA filter.
So you can see right here, I can actually feel the air blowing out of here. This is Austin. 3 different settings. A little purification for the air.
And then in addition, the district installed HVAC systems with an ionization filter. So what that does is when there are bacteria or particles in the air, it attaches to it and they drop to the ground, keeping the classrooms very clean. In addition, we have so many things. So we also bought lanyards for every student. So for safety reasons, every student will be given their own bicolor to their cohort and their name. They'll wear them throughout the day, and then at lunch, they can take their mask off and place it inside of the baggie or attach it on the outside to keep it from laying on the table or getting thrown away.
And as you walk through, you may want to notice that there's either a sink or a hand washing station in every classroom. There are hand sanitizers, or as my 5-year-old granddaughter calls them, hanitizers, all over the campus, and there's signage everywhere.
Yes.
Do you mind just walking through what the screen is all about?
Sure.
Guys, you'll really like this. The
So
interactive classroom right here.
Yes, so the interactive, this is a touch screen. So when we have the camera, so when the teacher turns this on, you can open the Chrome browser and go to Zoom. And when the teacher logs in, the cohort that's at home will be brought up on the screen. You'll see all their beautiful smiling faces. So cohort A, let's pretend is here. Cohort B will be on the screen and they can talk and interact live. But the teacher also can use it for instruction. Really, truly, it's taking the place of the older LCD projectors.
And those are all different programs that they can use right there, the Kahoot, the Discovery. They just go right into the classrooms. It's really fascinating. We actually used Kahoot the other day with some adults.
Oh, yeah.
and did
Yeah, I
some-
was thinking maybe we
some
could take a
games.
class since we're all right here right now.
And the kids could teach it.
Totally. Yeah, it's interesting what kids are doing these days now with the Zoom.
So Kirsten, you were saying that they swap the chairs so
I like that.
A and B will both sit behind the same plexiglass?
True. So when cohort A leaves on Wednesday, we'll do a full deep clean throughout the classroom. So custodians, it'll be on their schedule to be wiping down the interior, exterior, the desks, and of course throughout the room. And then Friday, we built into our schedule additional hours for our custodians, so the deep clean can occur again to prepare for the cohort returning on Monday.
But I think the chair thing, if I'm not mistaken, is that some teachers have chairs here.
Yes.
Maybe in a different color. And then you'll pull the cohort A chairs and put those here and put the cohort B chairs there, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Because I noticed there's like green chairs back here.
So all we're learning here is just all of the details and the logistics that go into making this happen. And so we're working it out. We're taking the tour live right here and kind of a walkthrough and give you an opportunity to see for yourselves what it might feel like and be when your kids return here to La Quinta. I think it's just so important. I appreciate you, Principal
Thank you.
Knapp, and for giving us this information and just being authentic and real, and just you guys have put so much work in. I wish everybody could be here with us on this tour to just really see all the detail. And of course, they're still working at it because school doesn't start until actually Monday. So you still have a couple more days to go. So what else is happening?
We'll take a tour in a moment, and
Yeah.
we'll go around to the playground and
Okay.
show the hand washing
That's great.
stations, and then I can show you the technical word is isolation room. So if a student does have symptoms of COVID,
I
where
see.
we'll go, but we're going to call it the den because we
I
don't want
gotcha.
that scary isolation.
I gotcha. Yeah, that is a little intense.
It is.
But it sounds like you guys have got it handled. And then what happens if they're not feeling well? They'll be isolated from the rest of the campus until such time they are
So
actually...
if they have any symptoms, we'll bring them to the den, and the parent will be called to pick up their
I
child.
gotcha. So just like any child that might be sick, where you would ask a parent to pick up and remove, and then they're going to have to figure out what kind of medical care from that point forward.
Exactly.
So nurses, are they on campus?
No, we have limited number of nurses in the district, so they're on a schedule. They're not here every day. They're not here all day, but we have a lot of support staff.
Great.
Who work
So we'll have time to like set up and do like an actual interview, right?
Well, hopefully with Kirsten, we'll do the preference,
Yes.
because she's the one who knows what you're talking about.
Yes.
But,
Let's
so we
take a
have to
walk
see
around
what
the
happens.
exterior and.
But Jake, you can send me follow-up questions if she needs to leave.
Okay, great. No, yeah, I just need to get like a couple.
Yep, we'll sound like.
Yeah.
And Kirsten, could you repeat for Jake how many students go here and how many are coming back?
Sure, we have a total population of about 570. Each cohort is comprised, that are actually hybrid cohorts, are comprised about 200 each.
Got it.
So
Thank you.
they're pretty balanced, actually, about a third in each grade level.
Staff, anyone?
Yeah. So
So again, to
map.
prevent the commingling of classes within the cohort, so let's pretend third grade is out here, there's signs areas 1, 2, and 3 with a designated support staff who will lead structured play, and that will be on a rotating schedule. Students are required to hand wash or use hand sanitizer before and after play. So they are actually allowed to go on the play structures as long as they wash their hands before and after and they stay with their own cohort. We have the Burtech washing stations around campus as well. Notice we did caution off.
We're hiding them.
No, we're supposed to.
Please, please,
Oh, gotcha. You can't use it. You can't use it. Yeah. So that's a good point.
well, there you go. Those are the distancing right there, and there it is.
So over here, students are encouraged to bring their own water bottles because we have turned off the actual, or cautioned off the drinking fountain ability, but we have fill stations throughout campus so they can fill their own water bottle.
So this is when they have outdoor recreation. There's these orange, these cones right here help designate different grades when they do come out here so they can
Correct.
separate.
So that would be, let's say area 2 would be designated. Those students know they need to stay on the grass and they'll have structured play
gotcha.
with a facilitator.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. I know you mentioned that, but I just wanted to show it because we're on top of it here. And what a beautiful backdrop. That's just incredible. I feel like I want to stop here for a moment. And so when's the last time this field out here saw children playing on it?
March 13th.
Can you believe that?
Yeah,
March
it was-
13th. So almost 1 year.
Had we
we've
known
1
back
year.
then, it's just unreal.
And it's going to be filled, at least to the capacity allowed, and once again being used. And that's incredible. That's incredible.
Yeah, a whole year later.
March 15th.
So this is the bear gate over here. Our 3rd through 5th grade students would enter and exit through here. We actually have a big, giant stuffed bear with a Charger shirt on it that we'll put out there in the morning. And again, they'll have their breakfast in the carts. And then I'll take you around the corner. I'll show you our isolation room and then the procedures for lunch.
So you see Sean over there. He's real smart. He's got a gimbal and makes it a lot smoother. So for all you guys jumping up and down with me, I appreciate you hanging in there.
All right, so this is all the new lunch tables we just received. So they will be designated, we're on a staggered schedule for lunches. So you only have one grade level here at a time. Lunch will be free, they'll just be...
So she's just explaining that there will be one grade at a time here, and these were recently purchased. And you can also see the tape markings, once again,
On a typical day,
providing the
not being pandemic, how many kids would have lunch?
separation.
In a period, a grade level?
Okay.
And now
30. Wow.
30%.
30 per cohort, pretty
and
much.
again, in the video,
So 30 can fit now in new rules, and prior to that, they would have 100. So 1/3 the amount.
An isolation room, so in the event a student has experienced
We want to get this correct.
like symptoms,
This is the isolation room.
the office is going to be strictly for Band-Aids, little minor things, bumps and need ice. So this will be the room where they would go in. And we're not calling it the isolation room. That's scary. That's icky. We're calling it the den to go along with our theme of the animals at the gates. On the first day of school, it's going to be welcome to the jungle.
yes, it is.
So the GNR going to be playing at the gates?
I was planning on wearing my Jane outfit. Is that okay? You're leaving me?
So if you're not feeling so well, you would come on in here.
So here in the den, so if a student does experience symptoms, the support person assigned to their grade level will bring them in here. They'll be checked in, parents will be called and asked to come in. We chose this location because it's near the gate. We don't want parents coming to the office or anybody traipsing through the office. So they're gonna come to that gate, and the support person will open it, bring them in here, reunite the child with the parents, sign them out. And there's a whole checklist of things that we provide to the parent to say, okay, fever-free, the symptoms are gone within 24 hours, you can come back. But if they're experiencing symptoms prolonged, then we suggest they get a COVID test. So we're following the district safety plan with that. There's a bathroom in here, which is nice. There's no other classes in this entire building. So it's very safe location.
See, there's no
And our full safety plan is on the district website.
And
So you can find a lot of information on the district website.
To ensure all of the proper items from the PPE, and if there's drapes and gowns and everything they possibly need. We also have the infrared temperature gauge that is mobile, and it's a tablet, so that will be brought in here. Currently it's in our office.
Was this a classroom being used previously?
It was being used for ACES, the after school program.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to displace any teacher or...
No, this whole pod, all 4 classes are empty.
Okay, very nice.
So what was the ACES program?
ACES is it's a combination of Desert Rec with the school district. It's an after-school program for about 100 students. It's a free program, but because we're not holding the actual program, those ACES staff are still assigned to our school site, and we've been using them throughout the year to Zoom with particular classes and provide intervention. And then we're going to be using them on campus to help with the transitioning of students and overseeing recess, and then they'll still provide intervention as well.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
And just so you know, district staff, including the 3 of us, are assigned to a school for all of next week to be available to help the principals in whatever way we can, as well as the administrative staff like principals and assistant principals from our middle schools and high schools who will be available to come help direct traffic, do whatever they want us to
So
do.
shoe sales are way up. You guys must really got your walking
Exactly.
shoes prepared. Oh, wow. That's fantastic. Going to be a lot of action here next week as the schools open up throughout the Desert Sands Unified School District K through 5.
That we've created is the Hakuna Mascana.
You want us to change?
Hakuna Mascana.
There you go.
All right, so that is the grand tour.
Fantastic.
The only thing different now is for dismissal. We did purchase the silent dismissal program. So what that means is at the end of the day, students will stay in the classroom with their teacher. And as cars come up, starting tomorrow, parents are coming to pick up car tags for their child that are sign specific, a number to their child. So when they come up, they'll show the number, and all of us outside working at the dismissal area will have a device, and we plug in that number. So if the student's 137, I plug in 137. It's already attached to a teacher, so the teacher will have the program up and running, and it pings the classroom to send the student to the gate. So
Some technology.
yes, it's
There you
amazing.
go.
I
A
don't
lot
think
of
we're
things
ever going to have to
changing.
walk kids out here and stand in 120 degrees anymore.
And it's really safer.
It's
You know,
much
it's
safer.
really safer for the child.
So no kid's gonna get to run out the door when the bell rings anymore?
No, we'll only allow our walkers and our buses to leave first, and then anybody getting picked up by a grown-up will be using that system.
He's just reliving his childhood.
I know, it
Feels good,
feels out.
No, I didn't run on campus.
So we have
All the 27s and 80s, they encourage us to
Okay.
get out there.
When I ask Kirsten questions, she has like, 20 minutes before she needs to fly out.
So I'm going to leave you guys here. Thank you so much, and let you continue on with the interviews that you need to do. I really appreciate the access. This has been fun, and a little bit of live. I'll send you guys links, and it's happening now. So I'm going to go excuse myself
And
over
you'll
here.
be with Sean on Monday?
Yes, I will. Absolutely. So Craig Campbell for CoachellaValley.com. I'm here on campus, and I just want to sign off so that they could finish up a few interviews that they're doing here. I hope you enjoyed the tour, and if you joined in late, you should start from the beginning, because we just got a tour of Benjamin Franklin Elementary School here in La Quinta, going to open up on Monday, and all the things that they had to do to do that. So, okay, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks again.